Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about the SH Figuarts Kamen Kenzan Sarutobi Ninjaden. I just like that sound. I don't know why. But let's get started talking about this figure. Mine did come with a minor paint defect upon his right leg. I'll talk about that right now, first and foremost. Right out the box, he had a small little gash here on the leg. It's barely visible, but when you can see it, may be a little distraction for some of you guys, and a small little paint dab right up here. That kind of stuff doesn't bother me, especially because I play with the hell out of my figures. Plus, I also have an extra. But just want to talk about how mine came out the box like that. So there's that. But overall, the look of this figure, the posability is hella fun. It's one of those things where if you wanted a like ninja action figure that was also a Kamen Rider, this is definitely it. So him going up against a Build Ninja comic, it's great to do that. Minimal movement, so I don't know if I'll be able to get around to doing those shots, but just want to put those ideas out there for you. So there's that. Our look is utterly fantastic. It looks really, really good. We have a ball joint, which is soft plastic. Thankfully, so glad they did soft plastic for this. A ball joint allows some movement to rotate all the way around and go outward. As you can see here, that soft plastic makes a difference. It does not weigh out the figure. Weigh down the figure. And also it just looks and feels a lot better for me. You know what I mean? Our really nice head sculpt here for Ren. Let's see if we can get some focus on it. There we go. I really like this. My boy Jay and Eco know how to do that light design in Photoshop where they make it look good when it lights up. I love the look of that, but I just love this helmet design. That asymmetrical design just looks really good. You actually see the cross slash and the two swords he actually has coming out like kind of like a V-fin. It just really looks good. And a little diamond, a little clear diamond up top. Oh, by the way, I did add a neck peg extender because I felt like the neck went too deep into it, but now you can have a full-blown rotation here. As you can see, it gives it a lot more room to move that chin and free movement upon the head, which is really important, especially if you want to do ninja moves. As you can see here, look, it adds that extra movement. As far as the arms go, we can actually hit a T-pose with no problem by extending the arms out just a little bit. As you can see, he'll look really good, right? We have that invisible bicep swivel inside. We can actually rotate a little bit around inside, implicating a little bit of butterfly swivel, but not really just there. But overall, the rest of the body works out just fine. We have an excellent double joint, as you can see here, right? We can rotate around. We have a classic ball joint, which allows free movement around. Mine's a little stiff being out in the weather. I left it outside, so don't judge me, right? As far as our ab crunch goes, we can swivel to the right, which will be your left here. To the left, we can have a nice, decent ab crunch forwards. And we have some backwards movement. Our belt is a little loose, but that doesn't bother me considering we have this nice little waist swivel here that will allow you to actually get a lot of good poses, right? We also have our leg articulation. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky, right? Because you have to use the drop down method. You absolutely have to use it here. Otherwise, your paint will rub, but you do get excellent articulation going inward, outward, upward. We can hit a little bit beyond the 90-degree angle, right? And you still have thigh swivel as well. And we have a beautiful double joint. Like I said, this is where you allow to have really cool movements. You have really generous ankle pivot. You can rotate all the way in. You have toe pivot as well. And this is where you're going to get all your cool ninja moves in, right? For those of you who want to do that. Right? Oh, yeah, this is really nice. What you want to do is, if you want the head to move forward, you want to extend it. See the little neck joint, right? That collar in the back is going to get a little bit in your way, so you got to be careful. I'm probably going to shave my extra one down so you can tilt the head all the way backwards. But as you can see here, you could do your Naruto run. Even from this really nice angle, you could do your Naruto run. Also, you can do rider kicks, which is very important. Right? I didn't adjust the arms, but yeah. Let's look at side kicks. If you want to get your blood sport on, like Jean-Claude Van Damme. And then even doing little duck down on the ground poses. So yeah, I would say as far as posability, this is one of your definitely right out the box, more posable Kamen Riders. Especially if it's not a, as KJ would call it, a Cinco Ocho, which is a renewal. But these look absolutely great. Now, in terms of accessories, we are a little light, but worth it. So, again, especially if you're going to collect all the Saber stuff, right? So we will have our open action hands. You'll get 2 of these. Right? You'll have actual ninja hands, ninja posing hands, which I thought is dope. And then you'll get hands for holding his sword and the sword. I have the sword right now in shuriken form. But, oh, by the way, shout out to SHF Upgrade. These stickers allowed it to look really good on the Wonder Ride book. That is an add-on extension, right? But you can remove the Wonder Ride book for obvious reasons. And if you want to dual weld, you can take the swords apart and now dual weld the blades. So when you want to dual weld, you can actually hold both. Or if you want to combine it back into a singular sword form, not Ford form, right? There are going to be tabs on this that you need to line up. And please be careful, right? So when in this form, the shuriken mode, if you tab it all the way down, you can't just shift it over if it's tapped all the way down. That might cause a little bit of breakage, but this will lock it, as you can see, in place. When it's locked in place, it's like this in the shuriken form. You're gonna lift up. Just be careful, you can just wiggle it out. You can combine it back to its combined sword form. It should tab in really fine. I'm not gonna do that because I actually had a lot of trouble untabbing it. I did not heat it up. But in the singular sword form, wow, what is wrong with me today? As you can see, this looks really good. Let's add our Wonder Rod book back to it, right? Now you can see we're out here looking good. So you can separate it in the dual weld, you can turn it into a shuriken, or you can have the full sword form, the twin blades, right? Last but not least, you'll actually get Disaster's Wonder Ride book, which I thought it was a nice little addition, especially since he was announced after the show is ending. So I like that they did that. That was pretty cool. So with all that being said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some time. We're gonna do some size comparisons. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys, now we're gonna jump to the size comparison. First things first, let's compare the other Saber stuff. So here we are with Kamen Rider Saber. Wow, Ren is small. Oh, but Ren was kind of small, but even still, Ren is small. This is my first time like putting them next to each other. Didn't realize how small he would be. Here we are with Kamen Rider Buster, so we can show some difference in body proportions as well. And I gotta say, Saber, the Figuarts for Saber have done an excellent job of showing different sizes in people. And I think that's really dope. I didn't realize how small Ren was, but I thoroughly enjoyed this. Here we go with Lemte Alagino. Right? And as you can see here, like I said, they've done a great job of just comparing the sizes with them. If I move Buster over, you can see like it's actually a bunch of different sizes. Same, but different. Let's actually move it up just a little bit. There we go, so you guys can see it. This is really nice. Now, we're gonna remove these guys. What we are gonna do is compare to some other SHF stuff. So here is ZO2. I just happen to have ZO2 out because I'm packing stuff away. All right. And as you can see, he's a little bit closer size-wise to older SHF, whereas most of the Saber stuff is actually bigger. Ren is smaller. He's around the same size as Kuga. So yeah, this is gonna be dope. I like where this is going. Right? Now let's compare it to some Articulated Icons Ninja. Here we go. Wow, he's actually smaller than an AI Ninja. I did not expect that. Here we are with a Lightning Collection Blue In Space Ranger. I'm gonna fix these legs, but I just got a lot going on right now. Right? Had to open up the window to let Riley see, so there's extra light coming in. Sorry about that. Here we are with a G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes. Oh, speaking of, here's an Action Force Kirak. Ooh, the knife punctured my finger. Or, well, his axe, I should say. All right. Ooh, I might need to get a Band-Aid for that. Next up, we have a Marvel Legends Sleepwalker. Right. Then we have a Mythic Legions figure. Oh, last but not least, here is a Mezco Me on a Gomez body. And as you can see, Ren is a small dude, but I don't mind it. I probably would have liked him being around the same size as the others, but I remember Ren being small, but not that much smaller, which is crazy. I never really thought about that. Maybe I'm tripping and I need to rewatch it. I'm not sure anymore. But overall, really enjoying the figure. I hope you guys enjoy the photos. I have a few ideas I want to try to execute with him, and I'm hoping I can make them look really, really cool. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, some days are good, some days are bad. Everybody's having moments, including myself. So I ask that you be kind to others around you and to yourself. So as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.